And so, reading from Homeland, a short story. Please give a big hand for Katherine Hetzel, aka Switch.
Councilman Tartris slammed his fist into his saddle. "We will not go into this wasteland. Look at it." Anna's gaze swept over the barren expanse which lay in front of them. Withered grass stretched as far as the eye could see, as far as the strange flat-topped mountain in the distance. "The heart leads me, and we must continue," she answered, with a calmness she was struggling to maintain. "No, I've had enough. We've all had enough." Tartris shook his grizzled head and gripped the reins more tightly. Anna wondered fleetingly whether he wished it were her neck. "We began this futile search 20 years ago, and are no nearer a homeland now than we were at the start. The council have decreed that the exodus stops, my lady," he growled. "Right here." She had expected it. There had been rumbles of dissent for weeks as they drew nearer to the plains. But to finally hear it was more painful than she'd imagined. Tears prickled Anna's eyes, but she refused to let them fall, not in front of this arrogant fool. "So you would betray the heart?" Tartris laughed, a grim sound with no mirth in it. "Has it not already betrayed us by leading us on a wild goose chase? The years have been filled with nothing but women's dreams and heart sickness. It's time we listen to reason and common sense instead. We go no further, my lady." With a click of his tongue, he turned the horse and galloped away, towards the tented city that had taken root where there was still grazing for the animals, wood for cooking fires, and water. Anna stared unseeing at the acres of scorched grass swaying in the breeze. "I must continue," she whispered. Perhaps they were right about the heart sickness. It seems to affect every lady of the heart in the end. Anna rose swiftly from her chair, 2 spots of livid colour on her cheeks. "Even you doubt me?" Her entire body quivered with rage. "I didn't mean... My lady, you know I... Ah!" Dragon took a steadying breath, struggling to control his frustration. When he next spoke, his voice was softer. "Anna, we were both children when we began this journey. Your head, and plenty of others beside, was filled with the idea of discovering our ancient homeland. Spending aeons in captivity robbed us of our identity. Of course we long to rediscover who we are and where we came from. It's perfectly natural. But we do not need to spend even more years on a fruitless search to fulfill that dream. We can make anywhere our home now." He reached to take the priestess's hand, but she snatched it away. "It's a dream that our people have clung to for centuries," she snapped. "How do you explain the heart in all of this?" Helpless in the face of her anger, Dragon shrugged. "I will not give up on a heart. It is part of me, Councilman, part of who I am and what I represent. And we are so close. I can feel it. Here." Anna pressed the first 2 fingers of her right hand against her heart and glared at him. "I will find our homeland, with or without your support. Or I will die trying." Dragon watched Anna and her hunters as they crawled away across the scorched brown land. She had insisted on going, even though he begged her to stay. At least he'd managed to persuade the council to allow her a single lunar cycle before the people began to retrace their journey in search of more hospitable surroundings. "My Lady of the Heart, is it true?" He was suddenly in awe of his priestess and a little ashamed of having ever doubted her. "Yes." Anna's eyes twinkled mischievously. She'd never looked more jubilant. "Do you want to be there when I tell Tartris?" "My lady, it's time." Anna remained by the window and gave no sign that she'd heard Councilman Tartris. She could feel the impatience radiating from the rest of the council, but decided to make them wait a little longer while she drank in the reality of their new world. Deep within the dormant crater, a great city was rising from the ruins of one which was millennia older. Just 3 lunar cycles after the Great Descent, and already there were the green shoots of wheat and corn colouring the fertile inner slopes. The people and animals which had been dying of hunger were now full-stomached, and the new-built watermills were drawing fluid of such clarity into the well pools they rivalled the turquoise waters of Tremanth. Anna sighed as Tartarus tried again. "My Lady of the Heart, the people are waiting." "Our people have waited for centuries already, Councilman. What are a few more minutes when added to that greater measure of time? Our forefathers hoped and prayed for this moment. They waited lifetimes, and yet it is we who are to see the fulfilment of their dreams. Let us not forget what we owe to those who kept the faith before us." Thank you.